Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Sunshine with another video. And this video is going to be how can I get what I want? Now, this could pertain to any situation, but we will see if it's one in situation in particular when the cards are shown. So how can I get what I want in this situation? How can the collective get what they want in their current situation? Okay, cards are flying. How can the collective get what they want in the current situation that they are thinking of right now? How can they get what they want in the current situation of what they want right now? Card. First soreness our card flip over. So ooh, love. I love that card. I love the love card. So it seems as if the theme is actually about love, unless, because I said it so much, it came out. So how can you get what you want in your current love situation? So, I hope you can hear over me shuffling. I did just see 5-5 on the clock. If you know already, if you don't, it's about changes. Basically, you're encountering or a change is basically occurring, and the universe is basically moving things around when you see this number. So the fact that we saw the love card and the fact that we saw 5-5, it is just a matter of things are switching in your love spectrum. Now, because these cards are pretty much about you instead of anyone else, or maybe it could be both, actually, because you have here the self-love card. Now, either you or the person that you're thinking about in regards to your love situation, this came out. I like how it's divided between these two cards. In regards to this, you and possibly the other person you're thinking about may not be giving yourself self-love, understanding what you are actually worth, what you should be tolerating and what you shouldn't be tolerating. You need to understand that you are unique and individual person, and you remain this way. Like, for example, as you can see, this girl, she has tattoos on her faces, and say this was something she was born with, and it's like all your life you've hated it. But what you could fail to understand is that you were gifted with these scars for a reason. There was something that you got out of it that no other person has gotten out of any other situation. So you definitely need to understand that you are this unique person, and your scars are beautiful. They're not anything. I remember there's a friend of mine that I know, and I had mentioned something about, like, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but stretch marks. Basically, everyone knows what stretch marks look like. And it's like I have stretch marks in like weird spots, and I didn't like it. And he told me he got mad at me, actually, and he was like, don't you ever call those flaws. And he called it tiger stripes, and he was just like, those, like, he explained it in a way that was like, it was like this fierce thing. It's just like, it's like, don't ever call them that. They're they're beautiful. They make you who you are. You're this like fierce entity. Don't quote me on word for word, but it's pretty much what he had said um, about it, and it made me think about the things that I don't like about myself differently, and seeing that there is basically a beautiful side of it, just by changing my perspective of how I see it um, to myself currently. Now, when I had asked for clarification on the choices card, because the choices card is about you have two situations, and I always like to look at it as like good, bad. And it's not necessarily good, bad, more of like light energy, shadow energy. And you have a situation where you're at a path where it's just like, okay, what road do I really want to choose? And it's just like, okay, I can go to do a higher, lighter energy, but what is required to stay in the higher, lighter energy could be something that you don't want to do, and it could be a challenging thing. Whereas your egos and your fears and stuff like that can stay on more of the shadow energy. But you can definitely learn from that too as well. And say example, you're like, okay, if I know better, I'll do better. And sometimes it gets to a point where it's just like, how many times do I have to be the one that's only doing it? And it will feel like that sometimes, depending on who you're surrounded with. And unfortunately, as much as it would be nice if everyone was in a higher spiritual path and they could see things more clearly, unfortunately, there's just sometimes that you're just going to be the only one in your group that knows the shit. Um, Excuse my language. Now, in regards to this, there is a letting go factor um, of wanting things to basically be a certain situation. So letting go of the things that are holding you back, and letting go of the fear, because understanding that it's just a cycle. You know, when you think about moons, you know, they have the full moon, they have the half, the quarter, the blank, 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 and it goes back to full. And it's a cycle. It goes through a whole cycle. If you ever research about the moons that happen each month, it's just a cycle that you're going through. And even like right now, actually a couple of days ago, I know these are not timestamp, but I know a couple of days ago there was actually a full moon, and there was a shift in energy, and it's just a cycle that you go through. And I like to think that if you are in like a lower energy and you're recently in a high energy, all of a sudden, boom, you just get hit with this thing, and it's just like I thought I was past this. I thought I was past this situation, and it just came right back. In regards to that, it's been brought back up because there's still something that you need to let go. You you're still holding on to whatever it is that's like this fear. Now the invisible card came out, and now with the invisible card is about someone or people not seeing you in a situation. Now, because we had originally asked, how can I get what I want? And the love card came out. In regards to this card, it talks about a person that's seeing your worth and not seeing who you are. And it's almost in a fact of you being so invisible. Because if you're talking to someone and they don't see you for who you are, you might as well be invisible. Okay? And the oath card came out. Oath card is about, you know, staying true to who you are and being this powerful being. I did just see 2 on the clock, and 2 is about the right one. Basically, right place, right time. Trust in what you want, and um, think about what you don't want less, and think of more about what you want more, and get out of this negative energy. because definitely you're not giving yourself self-worth, and there's a person in a situation that is not really seeing you for who you are. And it's okay, because the more that you love yourself and the more that you love that you are this unique person, the more that it won't matter what the hell these people think or say or do, because you are in your own entity. You need to make a choice of what it is that you currently want, and let go of the situation that is holding you back, and be this beautiful butterfly that you are. Um, Understand that there is cycles, and this is just a cycle that you are going through. And my friend, my boo boo, you are gonna get past it. Stay true to who you are. Look how powerful that is. Look at the fire that's coming out as he hits his chest. Don't pay attention to the gender of the card. It doesn't matter. Okay, everyone has this powerful being inside of them, and it's about staying true to who you are and understanding your worth. Okay, take an oath. What oath do you have to take? Huh? Is it an oath of saying, if a person treats me like XYZ, if that ever happens, I'm gonna take an oath that I'm gonna stand up for myself, and I'm gonna tell that bleep bleep to go kick rocks. Anyone that knows me personally, I always use that term, kick rocks, and it's pretty much, it's just like a term like bye, like go, like see ya, deuces, you know. So anyone that doesn't stand in alignment and treats you the way that you need to be treated, and you don't even treat, like, you need to treat yourself too. Okay, anyone that doesn't treat you the way that you should be treated, you tell them straight up. You have a problem with it, that's their problem. Like, it be their problem. Don't be like, oh, I'm this standard or I'm this that. No, don't let them come and try to make it sound as if there's some victim and you're someone that has all these like standards. Okay? Let it go. That card literally almost dropped, so the let it go card can come out. Mind you, there's a couple cards that got skipped. Okay? Let it go. Okay? Be the butterfly that you are. Okay? Anyone that doesn't stand in regards, like, say example, if we're going back to a love situation, the person says they're gonna pick you up at 10 o'clock. They don't come at 10 o'clock. They didn't text, they didn't call, nothing. And then they show up at 11. You ask them what the reason was, and it was something that they could have pretty much taken the time to text you back or call you. Like, it wasn't something that was like, oh, some big emergency, because you want to make sure that you understand what they're gonna say first before you be like, I have this rule, if you don't show up, bye boo boo. No, like, hear them out, right? And if they have some stupid reason, like, oh, I was with this friend, or da 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 da, like something, and you just let them know, like, listen, hey, I'll let it go this time, but next time, I would hope that you would respect me enough to send me a text or call me just to let me know that you're running late, okay? Because I understand that you would respect the same thing out of me if situations were reversed. So you always want to first hear what they have to say, right? When it comes to your standard situation, hear what they have to say. Tell them what your standards is, okay? Tell them what you want in a situation, and throw it back into to them, basically, not to their face, but throw it back to them, being like, hey, I know that you would also want this level of respect. Let's be on a equilibrium, on the same page, on the same line. Now, if this person continues to do this, then it's a time when you're like, irks, stop yourself, bye, deuces. Like, and you have to understand that, like, sometimes you could be saying deuces a lot, um, until you find the one that doesn't make you say deuce, you know. And it is what it is. And sometimes people get to the point like, oh my god, like, how many times do I have to go through this? Trust me, been there, done that. And you just have to understand everything's happening in divine timing, and it will happen for you more and more when you definitely learn to love yourself and give yourself self-worth. Now, in regards to the letting go card though, if this person is not treating you how you should be, and you're feeling in the shadow and feeling in the visible and feeling like you are not being heard in a situation, remember, this could be in any situation. This could be in a friendship, this could be in a family aspect, this could be in a work aspect. Don't think that love is just, me and my partner. No, it could be in so many situations. I've had situations where I've had people that I call friends that didn't respect the type of person I am, and they didn't see how valuable I am in the situation, all the things I've done for them, and they didn't give me a level of respect. And I had to take an oath of what kind of people am I allowing to be in my energy? What kind of people am I allowing for them to make me feel sad? Like, look how sad she is in this situation. She just looks so sad. She's looking to the side. She has her heart on her sleeve and she's hugging it, and it's just like, she looks like she's just like in deep in thought. She almost looks as if she's like ready to cry in a situation. Like, gotta take an oath to love yourself. So your oath, what I would suggest is, if you believe in affirmations, um, definitely try to see if you can start reading certain or listening to certain affirmations that can help you have um, more confidence and more self-love in your situation. That can help you raise your vibration and see who you really are, and get the confidence you need. Because the more that you build the confidence, the more you're like, hey, I ain't tolerating that anymore. I can't even believe I tolerated it for that long. Shoot, bye. Um, so the more that you get the confidence, the more that you will start being in your power of your self-worth, and what you will allow and what you won't allow for people to coming, for people to do what they do, okay? No longer allowing them to pretty much, not, I'm not trying to say they walked all over you, but there is in a sense where you're being walked all over, okay? There is a certain aspect where you are putting someone a little bit more on a higher pedestal and not putting yourself on that pedestal. Remember, you come first before everybody else. People will say like, well, my mom does, or my dad does, or my brother, my partner. No, you have to understand it's you. You have your spirit, you have your God and yourself, you have you. Then you have your people that are everyone else. And you have to understand that a lot of times we will sacrifice saying something because we don't want to hurt a person's feelings. But by us not saying it, it actually has a repercussion of hurting ourselves in the end. And at the end of the day, when it came down to it, who you gonna push off the edge? You pretty much pushed yourself and you saved them. And would they have done the same thing for you? Hell to the no, because you wouldn't have had to do what you had to do if they were the type of person that you are too. Jeez. On that note, I wish you the best. Remember that I love you. Remember to love yourself and fill your cup and let it overflow, my friends. Okay? Remember that you are loved. I wish you love and light, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your fabulous day. Bye.